So, hello everyone and welcome to our channel Out of Box Tutorial. Today we are going to see how to print this kind of pattern. So, how many rows and columns are there? First we see there are 4 rows and 5 columns. So, how should you print this? So, let's start with this. First of all, what comes in our mind first is that we will do like this: print in bracket, noted commas. We will do like this. We will print this 4 times as there are 4 columns. So we will see just here output. So here you can see it has shown the output like this, but we have to print here this type of pattern how many times? That are number of depends on number of columns. There are 5 columns, so we determine print to 5 columns. But this is not possible for if we are arranging, if you have many columns, then let's say 20 or 30. Should we write this? Should we write this again and again, just 20 times print? So it is not possible and time consuming. So what we have to do is, what does Python suggest us to do? Let's see what is that. Here I is for, so I is for here row and J is for column. As we see in our pattern, how many rows were there? There were 4 rows. There were 4 rows and 4 columns. So we'll write using for loop. So for I, as here I shown you, here I is this number of columns, number of rows, sorry. For I in range, what we have to mention, how many number of rows were there? There were 4 rows. So print here for I in range 4. If there are 5, we will write here 5 colon. After that, how many numbers of columns were there? Column is represented by J. So for J in range, how many numbers? 4 rows, 4 columns. Let's first see 4 rows and 4 columns. So for J in range 4, semicolon, and what we have to print? What do we have to print? As we have to print asterisk, or we can say star, so we have to put here star. So we have to print here star. So we want this horizontal, and what is for horizontal? That is, I have given in previous lecture that horizontal is represented by using end. End is equal to inverted commas. So this becomes our first program to print pattern of 4 rows and 4 columns. Let's run this. So I forgot to mention here this print statement. So our output came in another way. So let's run this program and see what it comes. So this is how our output will come: 4 rows and 4 columns. So very simple. Just we have to mention here I. Remember, I is for rows, I is for rows, and J is for columns. So how many rows were there? There are 4 for I in range 4. For J in range 4, print. What we have to print here? Star. Therefore star we can mention any variable or any number, and END. What is the role of END? What is the role of END here? END does nothing but print it in vertical form, and don't forget to print here. Mention print here at last. If you not mention print here, let's see what happens. Let's run this program. So this is how our output will come if you not mention print. So print at last performs a major role. So don't forget to mention here print. And what now if we have to print this type of pattern? What is this type? How many rows are there? First we calculate. In this rows are 1, 2, 3 and 4. And how many columns? Columns are 1, 2, 3, again 4. But what we observe in the column is column element increases by 1. Here there is no element. Here plus 1, again this, here again 1, again this, and again 1, again this. So this is how here number of columns is increasing by a number 1. So for I in range 4, I means rows are 4. So we'll keep this value as it is. So number of rows is 4. But for j, as columns are increasing one by element of column is increasing one by one, so what we'll do for j in range I plus 1. Why I plus 1? Because for I in range 4, value of j is increasing by 1. You can see that values of j is increasing by 1. In this column, value is increasing by 1. So I plus 1. Minus 1. And at last, don't forgot to mention the print. We have to print here, not below the print, but below the for. So print in bracket. So let's run this program. So as you can see, it has given the output in this form. Here value of I columns are 4 and value of j, that is column, are increasing one by one. So for j in range 1, I plus 1. Why I here? Because we have taken here I. If you have taken any another, you have taken here, if you have taken k here, so k for k plus 1. And what now if we have to print this kind of pattern? In this kind of pattern, again number of rows are 4. What we are observing, changes in j, that is columns. What is change? First change was value was increasing. Here value is, we can say, slightly decreasing. So what we can do, we are first we are written for I in range 4, j in range I plus 1 because it was increasing. But if it was decreasing, should we write I minus 1? Let's see what it comes. Let's say I minus 1. So let's run this program. Is it coming here? No. So what should we write out? What value should we write here? So remember, when it is decreasing, always give the large total number. So total number of columns, total number of rows, sorry, for I. So what is total number of rows in I? That is 4. So here 1 2 3 4, so 4 minus 1. So what will become here? Here totally first value is 4. 4 minus 1, it will decrease. Again 3 minus 1, it will decrease, and 2 minus 1, it will 1. So for decreasing, remember total number minus 1, and for increasing I plus 1. So let's 4 minus I, sorry, what is I? I here is 4. So 4 minus I. Let's run this program. So what did become? Just see this output, our this is the output that we required. So what we have done, in remember, for increasing we have written I plus 1, and for decreasing total number minus I. In both the variables I is required. So this is how you can print the given patterns very easily in just 2-3 lines programs. Thank you.
दोस्तों, अगर आप हमारे इस चैनल पर नए हो तो इसे सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें और बेल आइकन को दबाइए फ्यूचर नोटिफिकेशन रिसीव करने के लिए। थैंक यू।